So hi everyone, and welcome back. Yeah, I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat, as you can see, because yeah, I just had a quick little whiz through that other game, the start and the end and stuff. So much fun that game, to sort of experience, really, because I had that real sort of sense of happiness, that okay, here we go, happiness that I'd recovered well, and combined with the kind of fun of working that out, working that structure out, and sort of where the flag was and that, it was a bit of, wasn't easy for me anyway, to sort of work it out. Unfortunately, I do go around the houses that everyone knows, and take the long route, but yeah, it's definitely satisfying for me, that one, and funny as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one as well, and I'm looking forward to now coming back in, and doing another good performance like that. It's just sort of got lifted me and makes me want to get those type of wins again. I mean, what I did learn there as well when I just looked through is that one of the keys is as well, if I can, to remember that I did actually make notes about this on previous streams, and I hasn't been sinking in properly, is when you got your material advantages, try and push those up if you can, and start lottoing with them, because you get possibly material or other information, and try and get them in behind your sort of ones that you've got. Like I had my general up there, and used my major prior to that, and then sort of once I went in there with the captain afterwards as a bluff, then I went up with the captain, to sort of go up first, and then use that captain, because I had that advantage by that point, use that captain to then lotto on his back line, and that was really effective. A lot of that early lottoing and that I think I did, or all the lottoing I did in that game, was almost, I guess you could call, kind of technical lottoing or strategical lottoing, where you use your material advantage to push in, especially if you get pinned with stuff. If you get pinned in with lower stuff, it's not a big deal then. It's your advantage, and you can lotto with it. So I mean, in actual fact, Brian, that game, if you come back here, Brian, I dare say you will be. Normally you say if you're not going to be around. So I actually learnt something from our game there that we did yesterday on the fill the blanks. That you mentioned in the comments that it was just a more daring style of play for you on fill the blanks, but I think that you did a certain amount of what I've just said there, like strategic lotto, and you had your advantages, and you knew you could sort of use them. Now I sort of know what I've been doing with my advantages is sort of using those to sort of go up the lanes and stuff, but I haven't been going and pressing into lottos with them, so that's a lesson that I need to sort of do when I do have my advantages, and I spot them in the graveyard, and I know that I can use them some way. If it's early to mid game, then use them as lotto pieces and just do lottos with them without worry, especially if you can get down a back line like that with a captain that you're up on. That's an old strategy of mine that I used to do anyway, was just go in with captains down back lines and side lines, so yeah, that's what I've thought. And I found a great one for the tweet this time: focus like a laser, not a flashlight. That one, yeah, that was one of the reasons I was smiling when I started this stream. I was smiling like a Cheshire cat, because I quite like that one, So yeah, let me know what you think about that one. Give that a thumbs up if you like that one as well. And it's always open to everyone to suggest any new tweet sort of taglines, I guess they're called now, or quotes, because now Twitter have removed the sort of 40 character limit. I could sort of put any amount of stuff, and I just put some other hashtags on there as well, maybe get some new faces. So anyway, it's enough of promoting and everything for the time being, and let's get going again. I want to try and see if I can remain laser-like focus. That was definitely, I mean, it was funny, because I think if I hadn't have had that game, which was so poor, I might have ended up in a real slump, whereas I think that's really kicked me. And alright, Gold Sergeant, oh, not too much experience and a strange name. So let's see how we're going to get on against this one. I mean, I certainly feel happier again now. Let's hope that I don't sort of ruin that now. mean, that one as well will fill me with a lot of confidence, because I was able to sort of I think that's the first game, competitive ranked game, where there's not been a bombed in flag, you know, or not, well, I shouldn't say not a bombed in flag, but a flag that hasn't been on the back row, I think. Oh no, not on the channel, no, because I did have one loss on the channel where the flag was in the front shoreline bluff. No, it was here. They had their flag here on a ranked matches on. I should find that game and label that up in that day. But yeah, there's an open flag on the front row, and I end up missing it the whole entire game and lose. So yeah, I'll have to find that and label that one up. You know, even though it's awful for me to sort of, but it's still quite funny. You know, you got to laugh sometimes, or you cry, wouldn't you? You know. But no, I mean, you know, it's just one of those things. And then after that happened, when I lost that game, for a few games I tried to play that setup. If I look, I must find that, go back. I mean, it might not even be before I streamed. It might have been in one of my videos that I sort of did before I got the streaming thing worked out, you know. So yeah, that's on there somewhere. So good to see you, everyone that comes along, and you know, it's great to have your company and stuff. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. If you've watched them all, give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it afterwards as well. And if you're new that comes along from Twitter, feel free to say hello in the live chat and that. And I always sort of just say that while we're waiting here anyway. Hit that subs button, obviously. It'd be good to see you on the subs list. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers. I did lose a sub. I don't think I've... I don't know, I'll see if I'll get any today or not. It's not always consistent. Yeah, I'm on 47, so yeah, anyone new comes along, please hit that subs button. I'm trying to get to 50 before Christmas. I don't wear Santa's hat and stuff over Christmas for everyone, and make myself look absolutely ridiculous, as I've said before. So, okay, well, taking their time on their setup, these ones. So what was it? I've forgotten now. Gold Sergeant, yeah, so it's above us, so that's always nice. Alright, here we go then. So, okay, laser light focus, guys, and let's get this win in the bag. This would be nice now. I've got to stop going one step forward and 3 steps back, though. That's the problem. Okay, so that's handy then. So let's see what's coming in now, I dare say. Okay, so alright, well, I'll press up here then to see what's going to happen. I mean, I might, yeah, do the sort of same again, I guess, sort of just test on that one first, and then sort of come in sideways if need be. Okay, so yeah, let's go in. I can go in with the captain anyway to begin with, and then maybe sort of bring the general up in a moment. Okay, well, I mean, I would imagine that that's a bluff anyway, so let's do that. And this has moved as well. Okay, so alright, well, that's interesting then. So I mean, I may be able to sort of snag that major. I mean, I'll be unlucky. He's got something covering behind it there, but I mean, I suppose it was unusual anyway. I wonder if it's worth taking the risk. That's a tricky one, I guess. Maybe if he moves back a bit. I mean, I guess it will reveal the marshal anyway if it is, so let's go for it. Because it wouldn't be the first time that I've recovered from that. So, or it's going to be a bluff, you know. Okay. So, alright, well, I mean, I suppose I could sort of push on it, I guess, because we know that that one's moved anyway. And the way he sort of defended, I mean, I guess I should go for that one first as well, because he's unlikely to have it. He would have sort of shuffled a bit differently, I guess. But yeah, we're doing all right with this pressure here. The fact that this hasn't done anything would mean it's either a bomb. Okay. So I guess if I come in, right, well, I guess I can sort of just check this first, see if it is a bomb. We know this one's moved. So we can, oh yeah, it was a Louis. Okay. So, wowza. Okay, so let me sort of force that back out a bit and just get a fix on that. Okay, well, that is, yeah, it's interesting that I should have really maybe looked at that a bit more carefully, because, yeah, I mean, it was, you know, this is actually a classic position, I think, for colonels, and it's ended up that I just, yeah, give that away, you know. I mean, that's probably a captain there now. So, okay, well, let me get this right out, I guess. I mean, that could be the marshal there, you see, so what I may do, yeah, is start to sort of fake here then with the marshal now. And look to sort of fake pin this. I mean, if he comes in for something there. Okay, so he's now saying that that's his spy there. So, alright, well, if I go in on that one then now and get a fix on what that is. Oh no! Dear oh dear. Ah, well. So, okay, so we've got a colonel, we've got the marshal. This could potentially be the general then. Right. So, and then this the spy potentially. So, let's start. I mean, that's possibly a colonel again there. So, alright, so that's his marshal there, isn't it? Coming back. So let's just sort of go here. And see what he's going to think about that. So, alright, so let's regroup again. So we've got the general, we've got the marshal. No, actually, this is a colonel. We don't know the general. What's the situation numbers? We've got my general now, but and I didn't get a great deal out of him. Okay, so what's the best way here? If he comes, should I just do it this way for the time being? May as well get a fix on what that is. I was unlucky not to, okay, so it is a scout. So alright, yeah, he's probably got another scout there. So, I mean, I guess I better check it. Yeah. I mean, he's probably going to look to come in. I just want to sort of try and convince him here, obviously, that... okay, so that's a colonel there, isn't it? So... and then that's a spy, I would imagine. So, let's just press up then. Just see if we have got another colonel in here. It may be the general there. So, okay, so we've got Marshal. Now there's potential spy, colonel. I mean, yeah, he's going to have to sort of come in that way. So, alright, so let's go again. Marshal, colonel. And that's a potential spy again. Okay. Alright, well, so, I mean, I guess going around with the colonel is a bit risky because of the general situation, but I mean, this could be the general now. I mean, I guess it could be an exchange. So perhaps, I mean, it's a bit of a risk, but I've got to take it with the colonel. Because we know we got one... alright, is this the colonel coming back now? He's going to back off with it. Because, I mean, he's taking the risk with it. Wowza. That's pretty amazing. Oh dear. Well, I mean, these are all goners now, aren't they? Alright, well, let me sort of just see here then. Okay. See if I can establish which one is the general. Okay, so that's alright. Let's try and establish if this next one coming in is the general. Okay. I mean, I've got a feeling it is, isn't it? So let me sort of press with this colonel then. And that's why he's sort of... alright, well actually he doesn't know what that is, so that's why he's not taking that one. So I mean, yeah, I think that's what we've got going on there, is that the general's there. And then actually, so... see, I mean, he knows that is a major, I believe. So let's just sort of press down a bit first. Yeah, see, that was stopping him with that. I mean, this captain now. I mean, I think out of the two, this one is the general, and it's probably waiting to come in. You see. So I might go with that one first. We know that that's okay. Oh, okay. So he's now saying that that one is the general. So I might just go back. Let's see here what he's going to do. And you may attack one of them. Is this one the general? Okay, so it is a major though. So, okay, well that must be the general, I would imagine then. Or quite possibly. Okay, so it's just a Louis. So, let's see here what I can achieve. I mean, I've lost track, guys, of the marshal of his again and the colonel. So sorry about that, but I am not now, aren't I? So I can sort of realistically do exchanges. If he goes for that colonel now that he knows, and it is the marshal, and I've forgotten. But I mean, I can sort of go in on exchanges now. I mean, if he's got a colonel to take that, I mean, I am up a major as well, as I say, so I could potentially sort of go in on stuff here. But do I need to take that risk, I wonder? I mean, I've got a feeling then that that is the marshal there, you see, so... Or is it coming back round here now? What I may do is sort of force his hand a little bit. But he has got the general, hasn't he? I can't remember where that is. I mean, or we don't know where the general is. Let's see what happens here. I can't remember which ones. Oh, right. So, I mean, he's going to be... That's a shame, isn't it? I managed to lose track of where it is. I'm going to have to go lot... Oh, no. I am up that, though, so it's not the end of the world. But that's a shame. Well, I mean, I've got to get these exchanges done now because I am up enough on other stuff. Oh, he's up sergeants. Oh, right, what was that I just got? Oh, it was just a scout, was it? I thought that... Okay. I thought that that was his marshal, so that's handy that I've managed to... Okay, so he's still got a general somewhere, hasn't he? I wonder if that's it then. So, I mean, I guess I need to get his colonels off the board. I mean, I guess I could lotto. Risky. I'm up a captain. I guess, yeah, what I need to do is maybe lotto with my captain next to these bombs. Now he has still got a spy. But I mean, I've got a feeling then that that might be the general there. I mean, if I can get another captain or a major off him, We could have 4 bombs. It's a bit of a risk doing it with a captain, I suppose. I'm also up a sergeant. Sorry, a Louis. Let's see. Oh dear, well. So, alright, well it might be better then to go with a miner in those. I mean, that's moving away, so anything that comes in, get rid of that then for the time being. I could do with getting more of an advantage though. So, alright, well, I mean, where the general is, I mean, if he wants to sort of come in that way, I've got to do it with the Louis. I mean, yeah, he's sort of... I mean, I don't think the general would have been waiting over there all that time. He's just sort of, yeah, trying to stop me there, I believe. So, well, if that is his marshal, we've got to do that. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, what I want to do is get this, oh, actually, yeah, I need to sort of get out here now. And he's obviously looking to pin that probably with his general, isn't he? So, I guess I'm going to have to sacrifice that miner now. Let's see what this is here. He's got 1 major. So I mean, I could do with getting my major, because I mean, I think that the colonel and that are over there. I think that this is probably the general, and that's now the colonel. Then we got 2 bombs. I mean, I'm up a Louis, and I think it's probably a minor. Oh wow! So okay, so that's his last major there. So okay then. So right, but yeah, I mean, that does mean now obviously I've got to get in somehow past his general and colonel now. Dear. So that's going to be difficult to get over there. Alright, well, I guess what I can do is maybe just try and sort of get the miner in here. Put a bit of threat down there. Can't remember, you see, where his colonel and I guess I'm going to have to just let that major out sort of for the time being. Try and drag this round. But I think, yeah, he sort of knows, so I'm going to need to try and maybe get that major off with an exchange. Sort of pretend that the other one is the other one is the colonel. Maybe coming on all this. I'm not sure the best way around this now. I suppose I've got to get my major out and down onto that one. But I think now the numbers are not looking as good in my favour here, guys. What are we saying about this one? It's like, alright, so I have to sort of pull back a bit then. Try again to do it this way. Sorry about this one, guys. I mean, I can't remember which one's the general, you see. So I think, I mean, that one I think is the general. Yeah. So, alright. And then that one will be the colonel. And we got the major there. So at least now, yeah, we've got the reveal on the general, which we didn't have to this point. I mean, we were assuming there. And then, yeah, I mean, what I can do is now maybe sort of get the major out. Try and get that in through the middle. And that'll be a chance for me. Okay, so he has got one more scout. So let me just sort of lead him a dance down there. I mean, he's going to think that my major's down there. Okay, so let me sort of go again up this way. Just put a bit of threat on here. And yeah, let's go round then. Lead him a dance down there. He wants to go that way. Let him chase if he wants. And we know we can sort of go in on all of that if we want. Let's go in up here. And I mean, this is all sort of moved up here. So that's alright. I mean, he's obviously going to look to probably pin in the... Oh no! Oh dear. So he's bluffed me a little bit there. Oh dear. Oh. So that's a shame, yeah. Wowza. Well, that could be a real turning point in this game now then. So I mean, that's going to be captain then. Oh dear. Now the numbers have swung, the pendulum has swung. Oh dear. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to sort of... Oh, he knows that's moved though. Well, the writing could be on the wall here now then, you know. Dear oh dear. I mean, my only sort of hope is to get him on a 2 square wall here now. I just have to sacrifice this captain for whatever that is. So yeah, I mean, the only other thing now then is to sort of come in. I mean, this could all be bombs, but oh no, we've got the 2 here, haven't we? So that's the problem. He's not letting me in to do anything there. I've got to come in on these. Just you know, try and do what I can here. Oh, it's just a spy anyway. So, alright, well, I've got a lotto with my captain in there if I do lotto. But that's a shame now. I guess I've got to try and... I mean, is there any point with my mine? I've just got to try and maybe drag his general round and lotto. That's a shame. Lotto the other way with the captain. I mean, you know, hope that I've got an open flag down the back row that I can get at. It's my only hope here now. But I've got a feeling we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 now, you see. Okay, so this is his colonel. So, I mean, I just got to sort of chase back, I guess, if he comes with the general down or along. But it is just lotto now, all the way. Blaze of glory. But I've got a feeling, obviously, now that, as I say, we've got the 4 down there. Well, I mean, I just got to try and avoid the exchange. If he remembers that that was a bomb, then I mean, he's still going to now pin me actually, so I'm not going to get anywhere necessarily. Right, so well, he hasn't got bombs there, so I mean, you know, the only thing here is that I can go all the way down the back line now. He's probably got a bomb somewhere down on the back line anyway. This is quite a long pause now. That'll be interesting. He's now moving out as well there. Let's just wipe everything out here. Oh, well, we know that that was a bomb, so if this is moving, I may as well go on that. And that one's now moved. Oh, right, okay. Well, I mean, he wouldn't have moved that, would he, if there was the flag there? So, right, so I mean, I think, yeah, sort of totally. Oh, so this is the general again. So I mean, at least if I do an exchange at this point, I'll just sort of get that off the board and just start again now looking at numbers. Well, he's still up a captain, and obviously the general and the major. So, and he's still got a captain, hasn't he? So no, I think that was my final chance there, guys. Sorry about that. I'll have to reflect on that one and see what happened. Any ideas? Anyone? What luck hitting those bombs? Yeah. Well, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean that's it. It's a bit of bad luck, but you've got to kind of do that with your advantage. But yeah, it's a shame that it was 2 there. But yeah, I mean they were higher than me anyway, weren't they? I think so. Yeah, they were definitely. So I mean, you know. All right, well let's have a 20-minute break because we've got 20 minutes for the hour. But yeah, I wasn't really pleased. I was focused, but I wasn't really pleased with my gameplay. Did I get my general taken? Yeah, by Marshall in the corner, didn't I? So reckless there. Something I need to be a bit more cautious about. I mean, you know, I think I got the major, didn't I, before, and then, you know, I'll have to have a look. Alright, so, okay guys, can't win them all. That's the way to look at it. I had my focus and stuff. I had good aspects of my play, but please, anyone that's higher than me or a better player, or that saw something in there that was glaring mistake, point that out to me on that game, because I'd like to know the key errors there. because it was a strange one. I thought like I was doing okay. The numbers are very tight though, so I think someone needs to point out to me where I went wrong with lottoing maybe. Or was it just like Brian says, they're unlucky with the bomb shot? There was 2 in a row there. It's unorthodox. So yeah, alright, let's do 20 minutes. Good timing to have just enough break. Alright, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.